And hello, it's been quite a while since last video. Last project I did on the boat that with the radar mount with the tilting mechanism, and there's been quite a lot of things going on. Well, as you can see from the title, we sold the boat. And then you might ask, why is the guy driving around with a lot of wood here? That's because we bought a new boat. So, reason why we sold the boat. We absolutely love the boat, but about 1.5 years ago we also bought a house. So it turned out that that marina we were in, they have a rule that you have to live in that area in order to keep your boat spot. So I got a email last Christmas, just before Christmas, saying, oh, Merry Christmas, you lost your boat spot. And what do you do then? So we had a 6 tons boat, no boat spot. I started looking around for spots, and due to this weird world situation now, people are buying boats like crazy. That means you have about 6,000 people on waiting list on just our fairly short coastline here. So that turned out being pretty difficult finding a new boat spot. I tried all kind of things. I even wrote the mayor of that area and like trying to just get like just a season of like permit just to stay there, so we at least knew what to do. But no luck. That say no. So in Denmark we have a system with these red and green markers on the boat spots, which basically means like if you don't use your spot, you can put it for green. If you use it, you can put it for red. So the marina offered that we could stay in the marina as like these long-term guests. That came with a cost, both financially, because it cost a small fortune to do that, and it also came with a cost that we have to move the boat with like 24 hours notice if the owner of the spot would return. Like, so the first few months of the season that was quite easy because many boats were not in the water yet. So it was, I think we moved the boat like once or twice. That's good. Then we had a wonderful summer holiday, like 3-4 weeks on the boat around the country. We came back, and in August it just went quite crazy. I think I moved the boat on me like 2-3 times per week. That means like getting up 5 o'clock in the morning, moved the boat before I had to go to work, and it didn't work out, and we didn't see any way of this gonna change anytime soon. So unfortunately we decided to sell the boat because I couldn't be bothered with that stress anymore. Luckily there came some a couple bought it. It went quite fast, and they seemed very, very happy, and we're also happy that we sold it to someone who seems like they're gonna really appreciate it and gonna use it a lot. And then you might think, why did they buy a boat when it just said they couldn't get a boat spot? So this boat is only 2 meters and 30 wide. And here in Denmark, most marinas are made up with spots that are determined by the width. So we're putting these pillars down at the end of each little spot. And the bigger boat you have, I mean the wider boat you have, the more difficult it's gonna get actually finding a spot for it. So it means if you have a quite narrow boat, so now we're in the comparable size to a normal 18-foot powerboat, then suddenly you have a ton of spots to choose from, hopefully. So I contacted a different marina. It's a bit further away, it was like 10 minutes away, so I can't really complain about it. And they don't have that stupid rule that you have to live in that area. And they said, well, they can't promise me 100% I'm gonna have a spot for next season, but they said it's quite likely. And if it doesn't gonna work out, I can still do the guest thingy up there. And they said they're way more flexible with this. So we decided to go for more like this day sailor type. So I found a brand. Well, they only made one type of boat a few years ago. It's called a Daytripper 8. It's a 8-meter long, yeah, like the name says, Daytripper. It has a carbon fiber mast, carbon fiber rudder, the very thin fin for the keel, also carbon fiber. Be up to 6 people on board. I think that's gonna be a bit crowded, so but it's fine for like, you know, 3 or 4 friends on board. So I'm almost at marina, and now I'm gonna give you a small boat tour. I mean, it looks quite bad now because it's this is December 9th in Denmark. It's cold. It's about 2 degrees freezing. Everything's a bit dirty, so we're gonna do the proper boat tour in the spring when we have mast on. Everything's nice and clean. But yeah. So first project of the day, that is to build a little support for the tarp so I can cover the boat. And there she is. Carbon fiber keel. You see winter hit Denmark already. Yeah, boat is covered still, but just to give you a basis, so we have quite a good seating area. You have 2 seats here. We got the carbon fiber tiller here. We got seats for at least 4 people here. Integrated main sheet traveler. We got a carbon fiber micro dodger, and let's check out inside of the boat. Not exactly like the Beneteau, but this is also gonna work. As you can see, well, this is the cabin. It's quite long. It's the least, so the boom is here. That's also carbon fiber, and the boom is like 3 meters and 20, so it's quite deep. The projects I'm gonna do this winter is that I'm gonna do a bit of the electronics here. I changed what were in the boat that was a bit too much DIY. So it used to have the torpedo battery sitting up here. I want to move that one down here so it sits on top of the keel to get the weight down. I want to move all the electronics for the power, the motor control, the battery charge is also going to be up here. So I'm going to move everything up from where it might get wet, because the battery is IP 68M, so it can easily be here if I'm going to get some water down in the bilge area. Because the battery is just a tad higher than the surface here, I'm going to need to make a new battery cover that's have a little hump on it. That's going to be made in carbon fiber. So I'm going to be very weight focused on this one. I mean, I'm not going to go racing, but I mean, I might as well keep the overall trend about the boat with a lot of the carbon fiber. And over here, I'm going to make a normal switch panel. I'm also going to make this a carbon fiber. Going to need a hinges on it, so at least I can access the charge and all that back here. Make a few switches so I can turn. I'm gonna make a bit of cabin lights. I need to switch on the chart plotter and minor things. Okay, so base frame is kind of done. It's a bit more stiffening, and then I just need to go out there and bolt that one through without falling down and killing myself. That might be difficult in the snow. also managed to wrestle the top in place here, so it's quite uniform and symmetric. So now I'm just gonna tie it down, so it's not gonna move anywhere, and then I'll go home and warm my very cold fingers. Yeah, so please join for this new season of many more, like a bit more simple boat projects coming up. So see you next time.